Do I have a motion to reconvene in open session?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
The board is now in open session. Madam Clerk, would you please read the resolution certifying the closed session?
Now therefore be it resolved that the school board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, one, only public business matters lawfully exempted from the open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed in the closed meeting to which this certification resolution applies. And two, only such public business matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered by the school board.
Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Pronto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. Is there a motion regarding the student matter?
In case number 2025-26/5, it is recommended that the superintendent's recommendation be upheld.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Pronto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. Is there a motion regarding the first personnel matter?
In case number 2025-26/70-HR, it is recommended that the superintendent's recommendation be upheld.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Pronto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. Is there a motion regarding the next personnel matter?
In case number 2025-26/04-PH, it is recommended that the hearing officer's recommendation be upheld.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Pronto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the May 12th, 2026 School Board Business Meeting to order. Before we begin the meeting this evening, I would like to thank everyone for attending the May 12th School Board Business Meeting and remind the audience that comments to this board may only be made at the podium during the public comment period. Comments from the audience are prohibited and are in violation of Section 18.2-415 of the Code of Virginia, Disorderly Conduct in Public Places, and School Board Policy 6141. I appreciate everyone's patience and understanding so that we can conduct the business meeting in an orderly fashion. We will now have an invocation by Ms. Chatters, followed by the flag salute led by Mr. Pronto.
So in honor of the end of Teacher Appreciation Week last week, I wrote a poem for the Dale District administrators, staff, and faculty that I wanted to share with everyone today. For the teachers who arrive before sunrise with coffee in one hand and papers in the other, for the ones who spend their own money on bulletin boards, treasure box prizes, classroom rugs, stickers, pencils, snacks, and tiny things that somehow become big things to a child. For the teachers who stay late cutting out letters, hanging artwork, resetting desks, rewriting lesson plans because good enough never feels good enough when children are counting on you. For the teachers who turn math into games, reading into adventures, science into explosions of wonder, and history into stories children can finally see themselves inside of. For the teachers who volunteer after hours for reading night, math night, music night, PTA events, field trips, dances, programs, festivals, and every extra thing that turns a school into a community. For the teachers who teach all day and then somehow continue giving when the school day should have already ended. For the teachers who redirect behaviors with patience when patience is running low, who speak softly instead of harshly, who choose grace even on the hard days. For the teachers who become nurses with Band-Aids and ice packs, counselors with listening ears, mothers with comforting hugs, fathers with steady guidance, protectors, encouragers, cheerleaders, and safe places. For the teachers who carry the weight of test scores, trauma, expectations, meetings, emails, paperwork, and pressure, while still managing to smile at every child every morning, like they are the most important part of the day, because to you, they are. And maybe that's the part the world forgets sometimes, that teaching was never just about the lessons. It was always about love. So during Teacher Appreciation Week, we thank you not only for what you teach, but for all the pieces of yourselves you give away every single day to help children become who they are meant to be. So the decorations will come down, the bulletin boards will change, the lesson plans will be replaced, but the way you made a child feel will last forever. Thank you.
Please join us at this time for the Pledge of Allegiance.
The consent agenda includes agenda adoption, approval of the minutes, April 14, 2026 work session, April 14, 2026 business meeting, April 14, 2026 special meeting, memo number 051-26, recommended personnel actions, memo number 052-26, employee appointment list, memo number 053-26, FY 2026 acceptance of new grants, memo number 054-26, 2026-27 school year seat time waivers, memo number 055-26, approval of the new human resources consulting services, memo number 056-26, deed of gift for Crestwood Elementary Shade Project, memo number 057-26, CTC at Hall appropriation adjustment, memo number 058-26, acceptance of donations and deed of gift. Are there any additions or corrections to the consent agenda?
Madam Chair, there are no additions or corrections to the consent agenda.
Are there any requests from a school board member to separate an item from the consent agenda for discussion and individual action?
Madam Chair, I request that memo 05226, employee appointment list, be removed from the consent agenda for individual action.
Thank you. Memo number 052-26 is removed for individual action. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker,
Aye.
Jennifer Darby,
Aye.
Dominique Chatters,
Aye.
Stephen Pronto,
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. The board will now consider memo number 052-26, the employee appointment list.
Madam Chair, pursuant to the Virginia Conflicts of Interest Act, I am disclosing that my spouse is employed by the school division. This memo appoints my spouse to the school division for the 26-27 school year. Thus, I will not participate in any discussion or the vote on this item, and I request that this disclosure be reflected in the minutes.
May I have a motion to approve memo number 052-26 as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker,
Aye.
Dominique Chatters,
Aye.
Stephen Pronto,
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. Next, we have awards and recognitions. For our first awards and recognitions, Mr. Smith.
For our first recognition, if I could call up Cliverville High School and the Rule of Law program, please. Students for all Chesterfield County Public Schools high schools, along with Colonial Heights High School, participated in the annual Rule of Law program in early March. This impactful program is hosted by Judge Vanessa Jones of the 12th Judicial District. During the program, students engaged in meaningful discussions about the law and its impact on daily lives. They also observed a mock trial conducted by legal professionals, providing a real-world perspective on the judicial system. We're proud to recognize Olivia Steves of Cliverville High School as the winner of this year's essay contest. Olivia will receive a cash prize and certificate of achievement in recognition of her outstanding work. Please join me in congratulating Olivia.
Congratulations, Olivia. I am so impressed with the work that I got to see you all do at the Rule of Law Day. I am so thankful to the many community members who came out to support this program and Judge Jones and her leadership in running this program. It sounds like you were able to write an essay that talked about how law affects your life. And so if you are willing, I'd love for you to just share a little bit of what you wrote about and what you feel like the law does affect in your life.
I chose to write about how law affects dress code, and law states that dress code is not allowed to unfairly affect students between gender, and often female students are pushed back more with the dress code with what they can wear than male students are, and that is mainly what I wrote about.
Well, congratulations again on being the winner of this program that is for Colonial Heights and Chesterfield. There were quite a lot of students there, and I'm so impressed with you winning this award. Thank you.
Next up, we have a recognition for Swift Creek Middle art on display. And after this recognition, we have Byrd High School speech state title. Through May 25th, Lewis Skinner Botanical Garden is displaying art created by Swift Creek Middle students. There's no fee to view the Emergence exhibit, which is located in a hallway in the main building. The artwork celebrates observation, research, and creative risk-taking through the study of insects. Sheila Donahue guided students in exploring pattern, color, and texture across drawing and fiber-based media. And I think there's some displays outside in the hallway for people as they come by. Please join me in congratulating Swift Creek Middle School.
So I understand for those of us here who have not yet been to Lewis Skinner that we can go visit this through May 25th. And I looked online and the art is just beautiful. I'm so impressed with all that you all did just in the research behind and then using the different mediums. So if you're willing to share some of the art that you created and how you did it and what you kind of learned from that process.
I learned that if you research bugs and all that, you can look into how they are very uniquely different by every other bug. As I chose a couple other bugs, I really liked the tortoise beetle. Had really nice blue, gold colors. It really, how can I explain this? It was very different than many other bugs that I've really ever seen, and it kind of, I don't know, brought out to my interest, and I really liked it. I don't know. I think this was a fun thing for me to do.
I created this lesson a few years ago, but then I returned it because I knew that Lewis Skinner is doing their Butterflies Live exhibit in 2 weeks. So it's disappeared for a few years and it's coming back. And I wanted to do this with the students, and I asked them to create, actually find a country first and choose 6 or 7 examples of the species. And so yeah, so they just did an amazing job. So.
Well, thank you for going above and beyond and all that you are leading your students in. Thank you both. Congratulations.
If I could call up our Byrd High School speech team, and after them, we'll do the James River High School speech team separately. Byrd High's speech team won its first ever VHSL state championship. Coached by marketing teacher Melissa Lai, Byrd High outscored all other Class 6 high schools, including Chantilly High and George C. Marshall High, which finished second and third. 4 Byrd High School students won individual first places: Chriselle Belcher in Serious Dramatic Interpretation, Lucy Sukup in Storytelling, Jesse Funes in Impromptu, Dream Anderson in Prose Interpretation. Chriselle also qualified to compete this summer in the National Speech and Debate Tournament, which will take place in Richmond. Please join me in congratulating these Byrd High students.
So I was just asking them, are they ready to do an impromptu 1-minute speech right now on what was the best part about being on the speech and debate team?
So this is my first year doing this, and I think that it gave me a lot. I kind of hit a realization that there's fun in doing things that you've never done before. It actually helped me with my public speaking. It was a very fun thing to do. It helped. I felt very energized doing this, and it kind of made me happy and fulfilled doing this my first year. And I feel like I've made it a long way, even though like things happen. It just.
And she made it to States her first year.
Making it to States my first year did feel fun. It helped me like see how much I need to grow next year when I want to continue doing this.
I wanted to thank Miss Lai because me, with the topic I did, it helped me come out of my shell a lot, and I got to teach people of how certain things can affect people, and I just got to speak, and it closed a chapter in my life that I didn't think I would be able to close because of the trauma. So I'm just glad that speech and debate gave me that closer I could finally finish off with.
I have a fabulous team. We're small. We started just 3-4 years ago, brand new. And we have about 12 people on the team. 6 went to States. They did amazing, and I could not be more proud.
One more time for our state champions.
If I could ask our James River High speech team to come forward at this time, and then after them, we will do the Heart Safe Schools. James River High's speech team won its 5th VHSL state championship. James River has dominated since earning its first title in 2021, then achieving 4 straight championships from 2023 to 2026. Also, at this year's statewide competition, team member Luke Baker won individual first place in extemporaneous speaking. Coached by Jesse Sanchez and Joey Sanchez Tucker, James River High took first place at every invitational it attended this season, continuing its winning streak at regionals and super regionals. The team prepares, practices, and perfects from August through June, following its motto, winning is a consequence and not an objective. Please join in congratulating James River High School.
So I'm going to let y'all speak, as is appropriate, but I have Luke got a little special something there, for being amazing. And I only have 2 of these, so I guess y'all can fight it out. I don't know. So congratulations 5 times? 5 times. And then you are super, nationally recognized, amazing. So, but I love the motto. Say it.
Winning is a consequence, not an objective. And I have to thank my own speech coach at Longwood College, now university, for that. He is President Bill Figge at Brightpoint. And he is my mentor, and he is the reason why I do everything I do, one of the many reasons why I do everything I do for these kiddos. But I will let them speak more because this is their turn.
So please, I'm going to let you guys, you don't necessarily have to do a minute. I think that would be amazing if you did something for a minute extemporaneously, but do we really have 14 minutes now?
All right, I stood on this side because I thought we were going to go from this way. So I just want to say I joined this team freshman year, and this has totally changed my ability to speak publicly, which, it's kind of the point. But in a more general state, it's affected my ability to be confident, my ability to research and understand the world around me. It's affected really all of my relationships, my ability to speak fluently when I'm surrounded by people who I don't know, and standing at the stage of the Chesterfield County School Board and being recognized for this. I really want to thank Sanchez. You are, my favorite person in James River High School. And just this program and this team means so much to me, and I'm so grateful to be competing. And I've got 1 more year to win 1 more state championship, which would be pretty awesome.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I also joined freshman year with Luke. Like him, I've made so many friends here. It's helped me become the person I want to become. I feel more confident. Nowadays, kids are so scared to talk not only to each other, but especially in public, and that's just an important problem to root out. So.
This is my 3rd year on the James River speech team, and I am a graduating senior this year. I'm really sad to be leaving because speech has been one of the highlights of my high school career. And beyond just learning about public speaking and how to communicate with others, I feel that this activity has taught me about some of the pinnacles of camaraderie, competition, and just getting along with people who want to share their thoughts with the world in a world that some people don't have the guts to do that. It's just very meaningful to be competing with such talented, amazing individuals, and I'm very grateful to have been a part of this team.
This has been just such a great opportunity. I'm a freshman, and I was able to go to states my first year, and this was just so much fun. And I also really appreciate the opportunity to not only do traditional platform speaking, but to also do interp, which is really different. And I think it's really broadened my horizons and taught me different ways to be confident. And it's also just the kindness and vibe of the team is just so. I'm just so lucky to have that, and I just really want to thank Ms. Sanchez and then just the team for being awesome.
Okay, I'm a sophomore. This is my 2nd year on the team, and I think one of the thing I like the most about it is the fact that it is very competitive when we're competing, but also everybody's cheering each other on. Every award ceremony, everybody's yelling and screaming, and it's such an amazing vibe, and you are allowed to be competitive with other people. And I feel you don't find that in a lot of other sports, and so it's really great to feel that where I'm getting an award, and it's not just my team cheering me on, it's everybody in the crowd.
Sanchez, you essentially recruited me into speech and debate going into leadership freshman year. I was very unsure of my public speaking skills in general. I joined leadership because I wanted to get better at it. And speech has been a great opportunity, especially through your mentorship and everything you've done to grow as a person, a speaker, and really to learn community from you and this team.
I'm also a sophomore who joined my freshman year, and I've had just the time of my life being a part of this team. It's helped me meet some of my best friends and helped me find a real love for performance and helped me branch out into other things like theater. And I've really loved and appreciated just every moment of it. Thank you.
That's fantastic, but Sanchez needs one more moment.
You guys, if you heard, the one theme about what they said was not about competition and going and trying to win. It was about community. You saw that we stood for LC Bird because that's what we do when you win first place. We stand for each other no matter what team you come from. So if you're curious about our community, here's my pitch. Chesterfield County is part of one of the school systems who is going to be hosting for the very first time in Virginia the National Speech and Debate Association tournament. We will be having over 7,000 students from across the country descending upon our schools here in Chesterfield. I will be in charge of Bailey Bridge, so if you're a Bailey Bridge teacher, come be my friend. But we will need, obviously, to take care of 7,000 speech and debate kids. We will need just as many adults. So if you would like to volunteer at Clover Hill or Manchester or Bailey Bridge and see why these kids turn out the way that they do, please see me and I'll help you volunteer.
Let's give him another round. Good job, guys. Congrats. Congrats. Oh. Come this way and that was wrong. Don't. I was wrong. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
If I could ask our Heart Safe Schools to come forward at this time.
Oh, wow.
She got it once, I got it. I'm like, because I don't know if you're doing well, but I'm going to take the chance.
You can make 2 lines. All right, here we go. Our schools continue to work toward achieving designation as Heart Safe Schools through Project Adam. This designation means that schools have taken steps to implement a quality sudden cardiac arrest program to promote a safe environment for students, staff, and visitors. Congratulations to these schools for achieving their Heart Safe School designation and for being prepared in the event of cardiac arrest. High schools, CTC at Hull. Middle schools, Deep Creek Middle, Midlothian Middle, Robius Middle, Swift Creek Middle, Tama Creek Middle. Elementary schools, Bellwood Elementary, Seekla, Cloverhill Elementary, Ecoff, Enon, Ettrick, Evergreen, Falling Creek, Gates, Greenfield, Harrogate, there's a bird in here, Harrogate, Hopkins, Jacobs Road, Providence Elementary, Reams Road, Robius Elementary, Spring Run Elementary, Swift Creek Elementary, Weaver Elementary, and Woolridge Elementary. Please join me in congratulating these schools.
There's no room up here, which for this recognition, I'm very glad there's no room up here. Our kids are so special and dear to all of us that we want to make sure that when they go to school, we have staff ready to respond in the most unfortunate yet serious way to save a life. And each and every one of you standing up here has answered that call, not just representing your school, but representing your students. And so for that, I thank you very much for what you do. Project Adam is a fantastic program that we are hopefully will roll out to every single CCPS building. And so I greatly appreciate, again, the dedication. If you're a nurse standing up here, can you raise your hand for us, please? Can we give them a special round of applause? Now, nurses, as you leave, Dr. Murray wants to shake everybody's hand. But as you leave, there's these blue book bags up here, and normally we hand them to you. So please forgive me, because there's a lot of you and a lot of nurses. Please take one as you leave the dais. But on behalf of Chesterfield County School Board, thank you. Thank you so much for what you do for our kids. And I hope that you never have to use the skills that you have learned. But in the event you do, I'm glad you're there. Also, on behalf of all our parents in Chesterfield County Public Schools, thank you for doing that for us. Can we give them another round of applause, please? I will ask, does anybody want to share in regards to project? Okay, fantastic, yes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lexi White, the program coordinator for Project Adam here in Virginia. Alongside Dr. Phillips, you've probably seen his face in here before. It's an honor to stand in front of all of these school nurses today. I've been able to walk through the process with them to become a heart-safe school, and they work really, really hard. I know it's a county-wide initiative. We are almost done. Maybe one more school board meeting, but they work really hard to complete our designation process to make sure our staff, our visitors, our students, importantly, are protected, and we have a plan in place for sudden cardiac arrest. They also have a team, which is awesome, because usually at schools, it's one nurse to 1,000 students, one nurse to 500 students, and that's a lot. They also take on our visitors if they get hurt. Also, our staff sometimes need Band-Aids and, an aspirin here and there, so they are helping with them as well. I've had the pleasure of going into many Virginia schools recently, and in the nurses station, it is an emergency department. They welcome, I don't even think their door shuts. If it shuts, it has to be locked, and they can't let anybody in, but it doesn't close. There's always something, an emergency. They have to think quick on their feet. So having that team of 5 to 10 people to help with CPR, grabbing the AED, and saving a life means so much. And a question, does anybody know where the nearest AED is? Ooh, it's in the hallway. Don't you worry, if you get into sudden cardiac arrest, I know where it's at. I can help you out. And so do all of these nurses up here. But it's been an honor to work with Chesterfield. Congratulations, everyone, again. And Heather, do you want to say something?
Real quick, I'll be real quick. We are up to 53 schools, so we are getting close to having our whole division designated. So I'm really excited about that. And today is Florence Nightingale's birthday and the end of Nurses Week, so this is a fabulous way to celebrate just making our school environments a safer place for everybody.
Awesome, outstanding. Thank you. And again, thank you all so very much. Thank you. And Dr. Murray wants to shake your hand. Yes, please do.
You're not on camera.
Oh, hey!
Nice girl.
Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, no. I was saying 10,000. Blue.
Okay, next we have recognition of retiring principals from Dr. Murray.
Thank you, Madam Chair. If I could ask Principals Matt Mayer, Karen Anderson, and Julie Buntich to the stage. Matt was literally just on the stage. Oh, there he is. I thought you snuck out. Oh, it would attract. I'm looking all around. Madam Chair, members of the board, Chesterfield County Public Schools this evening recognizes and celebrates the careers and lasting contributions of 3 outstanding principals as they retire later this summer. And before these principals retire at the end of the school year, we want to express our appreciation and gratitude to each of them. So first, Matt Mayer. He's a proud product of Chesterfield County Public Schools, graduating from Meadowbrook High School back in 1986. Or as I like to say, just before I went into kindergarten. He resides in the Evergreen School District. Both of his kids attended Evergreen. His children graduated from Midlothian High School. Mr. Mayer has a bachelor's degree in business administration and a master's in teaching and a postgraduate administration certificate, all from Virginia Commonwealth University. This marks his 30th year in public education, including 15 at Evergreen. He began his career in Richmond Public Schools, serving for 9 years as a teacher and assistant principal. In 2005, he joined the Chesterfield County team as associate principal at Henning Elementary and later served as principal until 2011. Mr. Mayer's educational philosophy emphasizes teaching students to think critically and problem solve beyond standardized assessments, shaping generations of learners. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to this exceptional leader as he celebrates this momentous milestone. His dedication, leadership, and commitment to students, families, and the community have made a profound and lasting difference. And it has been a true pleasure of mine to work alongside him in service to Chesterfield County Public Schools. So we wish you all the best, Matt. You've certainly well earned your retirement. Oh, no. You stay. I did you first so that you would have to endure.
It's my pleasure to stay.
Yeah. 2 remarkable women we're about to recognize next. Next, Karen Anderson, right in the middle here, concludes a distinguished career spanning over 30 years in education. Thank you, Karen. Throughout her tenure, she has served as a special education teacher, a coordinator, a liaison, an assistant principal at Watkins Elementary prior to her leadership as principal at Clover Hill Elementary. She received her bachelor's in elementary ed from Longwood College, go Lancers, and her master's in educational leadership from VCU. Ms. Anderson has consistently prioritized ensuring a meaningful education for every child, leaving a lasting impact on her students, staff, and school community. One of her favorite quotes is, "If we teach today as we taught yesterday, we rob our children of tomorrow." Thank you, John Dewey. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to this exceptional leader as she celebrates this momentous milestone, which I think you were kind of teetering on, so if you want to come on back, well, Shelley Davis may think it's a bit too late, but we'll find something. Her dedication, leadership, and commitment to students, families, and the community have also made a profound and lasting difference. It has been my pleasure to work alongside you in service to Chesterfield County Public Schools, and as well, we wish you all the best in your well-earned retirement. And now my buddy who loves the limelight the most. I don't know how we got you here, to tell you the truth. Julie Buntich, one of a kind. That's not in the script. That's just what I know personally. Previously served as the assistant principal at Elizabeth Scott Elementary. assistant principal at Crestwood Elementary, and expeditionary learning instructional coach at Robius Middle School, where I had the privilege to work alongside you each and every day. Before that, she was a 5th grade teacher at Robius Elementary School, an account executive at Airborne Express, and 4th grade teacher at Harrogate Elementary. Her education includes a master's degree in administration and supervision from VCU and a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Canisius College. She retires after 31 years of dedicated service. Guided by her motto, "Make every minute count," Ms. Buntage has fostered a culture of purpose, engagement, and excellence for students and staff. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to you, Julie, as you are an exceptional leader, and we celebrate this momentous milestone alongside you. Her dedication, leadership, and commitment to students, families, and the community have made a profound and lasting difference, and it has been my true pleasure to work alongside you in service of Chesterfield County Public Schools, and we wish you all the best in your well-earned retirement.
Can't go anywhere. So can't go anywhere yet. We have a little token of appreciation, and then I think Dr. Darby and I would like to say a few words. I would like to say thank you to all 3 of you on your retirement, but to you, Julie, I told her she couldn't do this as long as I was up here on the school board. But truly, it has been an honor to get to know you and to work with you. You are leaving a legacy at Elizabeth Scott Elementary School. The dual language immersion program is thriving, and it's because of your effort and your love of our students. So thank you for all that you have given to our students, to Chesterfield County, and to me personally.
I just want to say thank you, Mrs. Anderson, for the community that you have built at your school, that you are leaving behind quite a community who loves you dearly, and you have some big shoes to fill behind you. I appreciate the ways you advocate for your students and for your school. Mr. Mayor, you have been my kid's principal, and I am just so grateful for your leadership and the community you've built at Evergreen as well. So thank you both. A collective 91 years of wisdom that y'all are taking with you, and I'm feeling really saddened by what we are losing up here on the stage tonight. So thank you for all that you have given to this community.
I got a question. I got a question for the retirees. What are you going to miss the most?
I'm going to miss the students.
I'm definitely going to miss the hugs, going out to the bus loop or the car rider line and being there and celebrating and just being there with the staff and the students.
The spotlight, which I love. I'm going to miss my school community, the students, the staff, the parents. Elizabeth Scott is a special place, and I'm going to miss them. Not enough to stay, but I'm going to miss them. And I just want to thank everybody who supported me throughout my career here. Some of us have been in this together for 30-something years, so thank you very much for your support, and I apologize for everything I did.
You're always welcome back to substitute if you want to. Substitutes are always available, I'm just saying.
Next, we have recognition of beginning teachers from Mr. Smith.
If our beginning teachers of the year could come forward at this time.
They don't know who they are. They don't know who
They do not know them? Really? Cool. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Good to know. Surprise. Each year, Chesterfield County Public Schools recognizes 4 new teachers as the best among their peers. The Beginning Teacher of the Year Awards recognizes new educators who excel in instructional planning and delivery and creation of a learning environment and professionalism. This year, 32 of the 256 new teachers working in Chesterfield schools were nominated. Here are the 2026 Beginning Teachers of the Year. The elementary school Beginning Teacher of the Year is Mara McMain. Mara teaches music at Henning Elementary. The middle school Beginning Teacher of the Year is Keaton Bell. Keaton teaches drama at Manchester Middle. And the high school Beginning Teacher of the Year is Hyatt Adawi, who teaches math at Matoka High School. And the overall CCPS Beginning Teacher of the Year is Tommy Ryan. Tommy teaches English as a second language at James River High School. Please join me in congratulating these teachers.
I just want to go on record saying that I work with so many of our new teachers across the county as the new teacher support specialist. And this year we have some amazing, amazing year one teachers. The things that we learned about how incredible we have a music teacher who's introducing choir, who's giving students the opportunity to perform. We have another music teacher who is stepping into spaces to welcome parents, create new opportunities for students, while also connecting the school community all around music and the things that they love. And then we have our ESL teacher who shared in his he did a beautiful video, but he shared in the video about how part of his journey was maybe not feeling as supported as a student, and how that led him to see everything that is possible in the children that he supports every day. So I just want to take a minute to say, we have incredible teachers, and you guys rose to the top because you are changing lives every day, and we thank you for being part of Team Chesterfield.
We just had 3 principals up here retiring. Collectively, 91 years, I think, is what we came up with. And we have 3 years collectively now, right?
3 wonderful years.
But absolutely a fantastic start to your career. We are so happy and honored that you chose Chesterfield County Public Schools to launch your career. And I hope that in the next 30 years, right, or more, we'll be thanking you for a career well spent in educating our students. Teachers have that ability to communicate with kids that sometimes parents even may not always connect, right? Especially as the kids grow older. But you all have figured it out, and you build that relationship. And so I just want to encourage you on the days to where it just doesn't feel right, or hard, or whatever it might be, just remember your why. And your why, hopefully, is every seat taken in your classroom, and you are preparing them for what's to come next. And they're going to look back and remember you, whether you realize it or not. You will make a positive impact. You already are. So on behalf of the Chesterfield County School Board, congratulations. And I'd be remiss if we didn't offer you an opportunity to talk about your experience, or what is it about teaching that you have just caught that flame for and you're running? I can hold it for you.
All right, I got you. Does this thing have AI? Yeah, I was a struggling student when I was in high school and college and elementary school and middle school too. And I don't know, I just feel like that term puts the onus on them when it should be on us, building them up together. And I just want to say thank you to my family for encouraging me to follow my dreams. And I want to say thank you to my assistant principal and Dr. Volker for seeing something in the ISD guy.
For me, to be honest, I never saw teaching in my path, but the opportunity presented itself, and I took it. And I want to say thank you to my grandmother and my mother for encouraging me to take it. But one of the things I've really learned is leadership. I just graduated college last year. Scared to have my own kid, let alone dealing with over 100. So it was definitely very scary. But I've learned true leadership and also camaraderie. I'm someone who doesn't like to ask for help, but as a first-year teacher, you have to ask for a lot of help. So just thankful to my principal, Mrs. Kilpatrick, my new kids on the block mentor, Ms. Hastings, and my mentor at school, Mr. Edward Allen. Just thank y'all so much for believing in me and helping me get to this point. Thank you.
Music was always my favorite time in school, and I just am so grateful that that's now my job, that I get to spread that love to all these students every day. And I'm just super grateful to my administration and to my resource team and to my mentor, Ms. Kelly. I've just been having such a great time, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Congratulations.
If I could ask Jenna Ornelius to come forward this time. Each year during National Nurses Week, Chesterfield County Public Schools honors a School Nurse of the Year in recognition of all that school nurses do to support student health, safety, and success. Jenna Ornelius of Chalkley Elementary is a School Nurse of the Year for Chesterfield County Public Schools.
Oh, all right, yes.
Jenna has worked in nursing for 20 years, 4 of those years as a school nurse. Some of her top innovations, from what we've been told, for Jenna is educating students and staff members, have decreased unnecessary visits and created time to manage high-need students, and strengthening her relationship with the VCU Care Connection for Children, which helps boost resources for medically complex students and students with chronic illnesses. Please join me in congratulating Jenna.
How does it feel to be the top nurse in Chesterfield County Public Schools? Yay. Well, okay. Yes. Great. Okay, good. I had the honor of being there when you were, this is funny story. So she knew that she was the nurse of the year because of the school, because she was the nurse of the school, right? But then you get to be, you do some things and you are in the running to be the nurse of Chesterfield County Public Schools. Big deal. And we're like, a whole bunch of us are there to surprise her. And they're like, how do we get her here? Oh, I know. We're going to tell her we've got a student that needs a wheelchair. Somebody needs a wheelchair. This woman was running around the corner. Where are they? It was hilarious. And it worked. So thank you. Congratulations. And do you have a funny? Do you want to do a funny or a heartfelt? Okay, funny. She told me a funny one. I thought it was funny. Go for it.
Well, I'll tell you that one of my students actually just came in today, and I was thinking about this after you asked me, and they were asking me about being Nurse of the Year, and I said, yeah, that's me, and they're like, aren't you the only nurse here? I said, this is true, but we, one of my favorite things from this year, as far as just random things that pop up that we have to deal with, that, more than Band-Aids and ice packs, was I had a kid walk in with a counselor who looked quite pale, and the counselor, not the kid was fine, but he had zipped his eyelid into his jacket. And so she's like, you're the nurse, fix it. And so I did. I promptly Googled how to get his eye out of the zipper and released it very quickly. Really patient, quiet 6-year-old, and actually told his mom I was going to tell that story. And she thought it was hysterical. So, but that's it. But I do want to say, I know that this is probably a long meeting for you guys, but I do really have a special place in my heart for my special kids at school, my medically fragile kids, and I spend a lot of my time taking care of not necessarily doing speeches and lectures for whole grade levels, but I find those kids who really need us there and may not have even been able to be at the school unless we're there. And this year gave me a special appreciation for that because my clinic assistant is from France, and she let me know that in France, to this day, if you have dyslexia or you are in a wheelchair, you don't go to school. There are programs for that where you can buy a teacher that will teach your child. If your child has a behavior issue, has ADHD or anything like that, you just don't go to school. And in France, they decide whether or not you're smart enough to go to college at the end of all of it. And she was not elected to go to college because she was not considered smart enough to go to college. So that was the end of her educational career. And so I find that just absolutely insane. And we open so many doors for these kids who are just as smart as other kids or who can achieve amazing things if given the opportunities. And so I feel very privileged that we're able to open some of those doors for these kids in wheelchairs or that have medical complexities. So that is a huge passion of mine this year. And I want to thank my team because they're here and they're amazing. And I love all of you guys. And I know that you guys are doing just as much hard work as I am. And I appreciate all of you guys.
And I was going to say, and now we know why she's a Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
If I could ask our friends from the Virginia Credit Union and Carter Myers Automotive to come forward at this time. Tonight, we recognize two very important community partners for Chesterfield County Public Schools. The Virginia Credit Union is a valued and deeply invested partner of Chesterfield County Public Schools, demonstrating an unwavering commitment to financial literacy, staff wellness, and work-based learning. Through their comprehensive support of students, staff, and system-wide initiatives, the credit union is an invaluable community partner whose impact extends across the entire school division. Carter Myers Automotive has been a steadfast and highly engaged partner with our school division, demonstrating a longstanding commitment to student success and workforce development. As a family employee-owned business serving Central Virginia since 1924, Carter Myers Automotive brings more than a century of industry experience and a deep-rooted dedication to community involvement. Please join me in thanking these two organizations.
Madam Clerk, would you please read the resolution being presented this evening?
Whereas public schools and local businesses are an integral part of this community, and whereas many local businesses play a crucial role in supporting our schools, and whereas the economic health of our community, state, and nation depends on a strong public school system, and whereas collaboration between local public schools and local businesses strengthens schools and the business community alike by providing a well-trained and highly educated workforce, and whereas an excellent public school system is vital to the quality of life in this community and fundamental to preserving a strong democratic society now and in the future. Now therefore it be resolved that the Chesterfield County School Board names Carter Myers Automotive and Virginia Credit Union to the 2026 Virginia School Boards Association Business Honor Roll, showing appreciation for the ongoing support of this community's public schools. Your work has aided this community in focusing on the goal of providing the best public schools we can for every child who attends them.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Board members, may I have a motion to adopt the resolutions as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Board members, is there any discussion?
Madam Chair, we have a unique opportunity to partner with our community, and our community has a unique opportunity to partner with us. And it is a mutual agreement that we just flourish from. Having the outside world come into our schools and seeing the kids and the kids seeing different opportunities that are out there for them, as well as being financial advisors to our staff through the credit union. All of these things play an important part in what we do, whether you're involved in our CTE program or you're coming in to the classroom to give a presentation, whatever it might be. We would not be as successful as we are with our students if it was not for the partnership from our community. So on behalf of the Chesterfield County School Board, thank you so very much for partnering with us and investing in the future of our students as they continue to grow, learn, and understand. So with that being said, we'd like to hear just a few words in regards to what is it about CCPS that makes you want to partner with us?
Well, that's an easy one. Sometimes the business world and the education world do not see eye to eye. Early on, it became clear that Chesterfield County Public Schools shares the same vision that we have at Carter Myers Automotive, which is every student should be excited about their life after high school. And by inviting business and industry into our schools to share the opportunities for every student, we hope contribute to that generation of success.
For me, I'm very passionate about student development. Most places offer students a job. Where we are, we offer them a career. It's important to me that we develop them from a student to a young adult. And we teach them a skill in the auto industry, but it's more about life lessons and growing them as an adult than just learning how to either sell cars or work on cars.
I think just coming tonight and seeing the amazing teachers and staff and the recognition, it's just wonderful. I'm in all of the school systems around the area, and Chesterfield truly does stand out as a leader in all that they do. So Virginia Credit Union is happy to be here. We have many branches. Our headquarters is in Chesterfield County. And my job, I oversee our financial education program. So we partner with the school in multiple ways and support it however we can. So thank you for this recognition.
Thank you so very much.
One more thing. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. So there's been a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, please call roll on the motion.
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Pronto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The resolutions have been adopted. So thank you.
Thank you again.
Congratulations. Thanks, guys. Very nice. Next, we have recognition of outstanding driver performance from Dr. Fry.
Good evening, Madam Chair, board members, and Mr. Roberts. It's my pleasure this evening to introduce to you our Drivers of the Month. There are many drivers that could be recognized this month, but each transportation area had to make the tough decision of selecting a single driver who exemplified excellence and dedication to represent their area. We'd like to recognize and honor the following drivers. If you'd come down when I call your name. Rajon Burton, Area 1, Bus 676, 1 year of service. Rajon has been a positive asset to the Area 1 team in less than a year working with us. He takes his role seriously and constantly ensures the safety of his students on his bus. Jeffrey Dean, Area 2, Bus 82, 4 years of service. Jeffrey says, as a school bus driver, it's rewarding to set a positive tone at the start and end of each day by smiling and greeting each student. It's great to be a part of a team dedicated to getting children home safely and on time, knowing every day is an adventure. Jeff Mora, Area 3, Bus 655, 1 year of service. Jeff says, always seek to do good to one another and serve one another humbly in love. Jeff's manager says Jeff serves the students of Chesterfield County with professionalism, grace, and compassion, and goes above and beyond daily by helping out wherever he can. Charles Talaferro, Area 4, Bus 691, 3 months of service. Charles came to Area 4 in February and took on 3 elementary school bus routes. Mr. T, as the students call him, and a lot of you don't know who that is, but we do, don't we, Charles? Charles learned his 195 students in a very short period of time and transformed his 3 routes. The area office says they're so thankful that he chose to become a CCPS bus driver. Keisha Crump, Area 5, Bus 612, 1.5 years of service. Accepting her award is one of our area managers, Miss Harris. Keisha says, I truly enjoy driving for CCPS Area 5 transportation because it allows me to make a difference every single day. It's more than just getting students from and to another place. It's about providing a safe, positive start each and every day of their lives. Thank you.
So I have 4 children that ride the bus, 2 high schoolers, 2 elementary schoolers. There was a period in time where it was 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, and high school, so that's 3 different buses. But I can say that my children enjoy their bus ride because of you. I know that my daughter, every Teacher Appreciation Week, my daughter doesn't forget about her bus driver. She's like, Mom, I know my bus driver's favorite candy. We gotta go get her favorite candy. Mom, I know her favorite store. She drinks Starbucks every day. We need to go to get her Starbucks. Mom, she drinks Wawa. We need a Wawa gift card because y'all are pouring into our kids on the way to school and on the way home. And as a mom of 4 who is super busy, if you can calm down my child before my child gets to me, I love you all for all the work that you're doing. And for some reason, everything that y'all say makes more of a difference than what I say. So that makes your influence even more powerful for every parent. So I appreciate what you're doing. I'm going to pass the mic, and I'm gonna ask you a different question, because y'all always say the kids is the best part, and so, no. If you had to choose elementary, high school, or middle school, which one of those buses would you wanna drive?
Easy one. It's definitely going to be the elementary school kids. I mean, they're young. They just have so much energy. They're naive because they think the world is so easy, you know. But I see a lot of greatness in them, you know, and they're easy to talk to, and they like to tell you their dreams and their goals. And if you stick to them, they'll grow into whatever it is that they want to be. So you just got to continue to just talk to them and listen to them.
That's a hard one. They're all unique. Each level has their own personality. I have 2 elementary and 1 middle school, and I do have a tech high schoolers, which they don't say much. But there is one that I encourage. He has his business, and I'm all for that. And we talk, and I encourage him constantly. I would have to say it would be about middle schoolers. They are harder to, they are at an age where it's that in between. They're coming just out of that 5th grade mindset, and then they're trying to adapt to this world. And then you got the 8th graders that are going into the 9th grade. My son is going into the 9th grade, so they've got that. I know a little bit more than you, Dad. So. I love them all. I think I've done a lot of work with middle schoolers. I've taught art. That's pretty much the age I would teach art to, our middle school age kids. Fallen Creek was one of them I did for a while. Appreciate that. Yeah. Great bunch of kids. Yeah, I would be middle school. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. I've been driving for 4 years. So my first couple years I did elementary schools and high school, and I really loved the elementary kids. They were a lot of joy on the bus, and there was a lot of good relationship building with them. The high schoolers are a little quieter, not really as much interaction with them. And so this year, I am a hub driver and a specialty center driver, so I mostly have high schoolers, and I have a few middle schoolers. So the middle schoolers I do have bring a little more excitement to the bus. And the high schoolers, once again, they're kind of quiet. I don't know if I really want to say which one's my favorite or not. But I like them all a little bit. But I will tell you this one little story. So I have a granddaughter. My wife and I have a granddaughter in Williamsburg. And one of her favorite activities, she's only 2, is to look outside and see the school bus. So when I drive around and I see people pushing strollers, you know, it makes me think of her, but it also makes me realize that I'm a face to all of them. So that is a treat every day.
Well, if I had to keep it simple, but between the 3, you know, they're all 3 good, but I think the high school is probably my best, just because I don't talk much and they don't talk much either, so you know, so yeah, my high school bunch is a great bunch, so.
Let's give a hand for our bus drivers, please.
Next, we have recognition of outstanding food service employees from Mr. Dunbark.
Good evening, Madam Chair, board members, Dr. Murray, Mr. Roberts. Thank you as always for the opportunity to recognize some of our outstanding food and nutrition services team members. During a conversation with some community members not long ago, I was a little dismayed when I was told that, quote, anyone could operate a school cafeteria. I respectfully had to disagree with that statement. Being a school cafeteria manager requires a tremendous amount of skill and professionalism. Our managers must pass a national food safety certification course. They must complete continuing education in new school nutrition each year, including specific allergy training. They must use math, budgeting, and economic skills daily to successfully operate their cafeterias. And just as important, they must possess qualities that can't be taught, such as strong customer service, leadership, problem solving, the ability to manage people, and build positive relationships with students and staff. They do far more than serve meals. They lead teams, they operate businesses, and they help create a positive experience for our students every day. We are extremely fortunate to have such dedicated individuals using their skills to feed our students. Our first honoree is unable to join us this evening, and that is Tina Wilson. Ms. Wilson did share with me that she was very upset she could not be here. She is a karate instructor, and she is teaching a group of 7-year-olds karate this evening. So I told her that was certainly important. I want to make sure that she did not miss that. But Ms. Wilson is our assistant manager at Matoka High School, and she's been with us for a year. She says, I love knowing that I make a difference in a child's day. I like the people that I work with, and I appreciate all of their hard work. I love my manager, and I've learned a lot from her. I'm glad I work for CCPS Food and Nutrition Services. Our other honoree this evening is Angie Massenberg. Ms. Massenberg is a food service associate at Beulah Elementary School, and she's been with us for 2 years. Her nomination from her manager included how she is a constant smile and breath of fresh air in the kitchen every single day. She says, I truly love what I do. I have a great leadership and an amazing team. The children's smiles make every day a joy. Thank you.
1 second. Just a few words. Just thank you. Thank you for all that you do for our students, for keeping their bellies full. I know I don't function well when I'm hungry, so I know our students would not do as well either. So thank you for all of your hard work and everything that you do to take care of our kids during the day. If you would like to say a few words just about what got you into wanting to work in the lunchroom.
I believe in always making sure that you do your best, and no matter what you do, and do everything in love.
Perfect. Well said. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, thank you. And congratulations to all of tonight's honorees who have left the building. But next, we have public comment. For this meeting, citizens were given the option of submitting their comments online or in person. Comments submitted via the online form were sent to the board prior to the start of tonight's meeting, posted to the board docs site, and will be included in full as an addendum to the meeting minutes. In-person comments will be summarized by the board clerk and included in the official meeting minutes. Documents submitted along with in-person comments will, upon request, be distributed to the board but not included as part of the board's official minutes. Madam Clerk, would you please announce this evening's in-person speakers?
Madam Chair, we have 7 speakers this evening. They are Barbara Roshcombe, Leah Buckley, Rob Hamill, Jackie Vames, Christina Concepcion, Wendy Little, and Mike Carabinos. Each speaker will have 4 minutes to address the board. A timer located on the top of the podium will indicate your time. It will turn green when you begin speaking, yellow when you have 30 seconds remaining, and red when your time has expired. Please remember that only a cell phone and speaker notes are permitted at the podium. No other personal belongings are allowed. To help ensure a smooth process, please have your materials organized in advance and be prepared to begin speaking immediately upon arriving at the podium, as your speaking time will begin at that point. Additionally, comments that amount to campaigning for any public office are prohibited under School Board Policy 1110. May we have Barbara Roshcombe, Leah Buckley, Rob Hamill,
Good evening, school board members, colleagues, and friends. My name is Rob Hamill, and I am the president of your Chesterfield Education Association. April was a busy month for CEA. We visited 6 schools and welcomed many new members. We were very excited to see our colleagues at Matoaka Middle, Grange Hall, and Spring Run Elementary Schools. Many support staff in those buildings had no idea that union membership was open to them, and we had many fruitful conversations. I am honored to be nearing the completion of my first school year as CEA president. We have accomplished a lot this year. Even though membership in the Virginia Education Association as a whole has dropped a little, we added more than 40 members in Chesterfield. Our CPR classes have also been successful. So far, 40 staff members have completed the American Heart Association First Aid course at our office, some members of CEA and some not. We have scheduled a June session as well, and that is already filled up. I've enjoyed offering this valuable class to our staff. More members of CEA have taken on leadership positions this year. We've added several new union representatives to our buildings and a couple new board members. These new voices and perspectives have made us that much more capable. Unfortunately, our members at Bellwood Elementary School are still hurting. CCPS administration has remained adamant that they will not negotiate on the 2 salary options provided to staff. To reiterate our points from last month, neither of these options are adequate. The triple health insurance premium in the 24 payment plan effectively wipes out another check. And while it may be possible to carefully save every bonus the staff earns and not see a loss in income under the 26 payment plan, keeping your income flat next year only works if there is no inflation at all. I think very few economists or fiduciaries would advise anyone in May of 2026 that inflation will remain flat this year. Rising gas prices are already hurting our staff. The economic shock of those continued high prices has not yet reached most consumers. Suffice to say, the outlook on that front is not good. Furthermore, carefully budgeting the bonuses to make up for the loss in pay doesn't work for everyone at Bellwood because not everyone receives those bonuses. Support staff will not see them. Neither of those options are viable for most people. The problem stems from a bad decision made by someone in HR way back in 2017. There was no reason to ever move the start date of the staff at our 12-month elementary schools.
The year-round school was always understood by the county as an experiment, something that might not last. It was extremely short-sighted to change the contract dates when the district knew that they may need to be changed back at some point. CCPS created this problem through bad management decisions. Why should the staff at Bellwood have to pay the price? Tonight, we will ask this body to exert its authority as the employer of CCPS staff and override the superintendent's decision on the Bellwood contracts. We believe keeping the start date of the contracts at July 1st is the best solution. School Board Policy 1020, Article 19, empowers the board to set policies to aid in recruitment and retention of qualified teachers. The board may vote to fix the error HR made in order to retain our staff at Bellwood. Article 20 of the same policy calls on this body to support, promote, and model for students and staff the core values of integrity, equity, teamwork, and ingenuity. When a leader acts with integrity, they admit their mistakes. They listen to their coworkers. They try to improve things. Voting to fix this error will demonstrate integrity. As for equity, how can we possibly model equity to our students and staff when we ask one building to take less pay than every other building in the district? Letting this series of bad decisions continue to snowball only makes it less and less equitable to work at Bellwood. None of the staff there had a hand in making those contract decisions. It's fundamentally unfair to punish Bellwood for things outside their control. So we ask you to fix this problem and make the staff of Bellwood whole. Please vote to keep the start date of our Bellwood staff's contracts on July 1st for the remainder of their time in CCPS. Thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Chesterfield Education Association and the staff of Bellwood Elementary.
Thank you, Mr. Hamill. May we have Jackie Bames?
Good evening, board members and Superintendent Murray. I'm Jackie Vames. I'm a teacher in the Chesterfield County Public School System. I stand before you not just as an educator, but as a witness to a crisis hollowing out our schools. Teachers aren't leaving because they've lost their passion. They are leaving because they have lost the right to a safe, focused, and respectful learning environment. We are currently operating in a system where disruptive behavior meets no meaningful consequences. Returning a student to class after 15 minutes with a snack or a reflection sheet isn't restorative, it's damaging. It tells the disruptive student their behavior is acceptable, tells the other 25 students their learning time isn't valuable, and tells the teacher their safety is secondary. The lack of accountability is one of the primary drivers of the teacher exodus. We are losing veterans and brilliant new teachers alike because the emotional toll of unmanageable classrooms is no longer sustainable. We cannot be social workers, security guards, and instructors simultaneously without a firm disciplinary structure. We are past the point of minor adjustments. We request the board take 3 immediate steps. Establish clear red lines. Define non-negotiable consequences for behaviors that threaten safety or halt instruction. Support administrative authority. Empower principals to enforce removals and suspensions without fear of bad data. Implement a hardware-based phone policy. The off-and-away honor system has failed. We need physical solutions such as magnetic locking pouches like Yonder, centralized check-in lockers, or parent retrieval-only policies to remove the distraction of digital addiction and cyberbullying from the classroom. Finally, we must address class size. When enrollment exceeds 28 to 30 students, a teacher shifts from educator to crowd controller. Smaller classes eliminate student anonymity, allow for proactive intervention before sparks become fires, and preserve the emotional bandwidth needed to build student-teacher bonds. Lowering caps is a fundamental safety requirement, not a luxury, especially in elective classes. If we do not address the lack of consequences and class sizes today, we will not have enough teachers to staff our classrooms tomorrow. Please give us the support we need to stay in the profession that we love. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fames. May we have Christina Concepcion?
Hi, good evening, board members and Dr. Murray. I come to you again on behalf of Bellwood Elementary staff members. We ask you tonight to reconsider the contract date switch that would create a pay gap for our staff this July. As loyal CCPS staff members, we don't believe this is fair. We are continuing contract staff that will not be leaving our positions within the county or even our school. We do appreciate the county giving the staff bonus from the Virginia House of Delegates early, but this $900 will not be enough to sustain us. In CCPS, we strive to promote equity within our schools and for our students, and we ask that you try to understand our ask for equity tonight. We need that 8% of our 2026-2027 salaries to remain in our checks. We cannot afford our salaries to be thinned as suggested by leadership. For some, a month without a salary or an 8% reduction in your annual salary might feel like a line item on a spreadsheet. If that is your reality, you are truly fortunate. But for the staff who keep this county running, that gap isn't a calendar shift, it's a direct hit to our stability. We shouldn't have to stand here and justify our need for compensation from our employer, but the reality of this decision is stark. It means not being able to enroll our children in summer camp. It means not being able to pay the hospital bills, being not able to buy our first homes. It means reducing home-based therapy services for some of our children. It means not being able to afford the memory care for an aging parent. It means accruing debt and interest just to afford our monthly bills. It means not being able to afford life-saving treatments. It means struggling to afford childcare, canceling our family vacations, not paying lawyer fees, taking a second job when we are exhausted. It means defaults on student loan payments, inability to contribute to our retirement or our family emergency funds, or relying on family and friends to get us through when we are professionals. We are not asking for a bonus or a handout. We're just asking for stability that we were promised when we signed our contracts. Every day we show up for the children of this county. We are simply asking you all to show up for us. Please amend our contract date or keep our contract date at July 1st and close this gap for us before it becomes a crisis for our families. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Concepcion. May we have Wendy Little?
Greetings. I am Wendy Little, as the whole nation knows, and I am Aaron's mom. This was April 2022 at Shriners Hospital. He was practicing pomp and circumstance on the piano for the Charter House kids who were to graduate that year. Little did we know that Chesterfield County Public Schools couldn't figure out how to get a kid out of Charter House Day School into Swift Creek Middle School for the 22-23 school year. And I know people are listening to me because the last time I mentioned this is your special education handbook. I noticed that there are some adjustments and that you got, I guess, penalized for conference, professional development, travel, vacation, kickbacks. So I know people are listening, and there are things that are going on, as you know. And I've been begging for my son's rights and restoration of his education for years, and not a single person has had the integrity to bother to provide him with an honorary graduation
May 21st, 2026, which was his original trajectory, had not unsavory people been illegally involved in refusing his rights of education. So I came to bring another stack of paper. Lorena Owens, your own school board attorney, said implement the August 22 IEP, Mr. Roberts. She said that, August 22, implement it. That means you send the bus, you get them to school, and if there's any IEP issues that we disagree or don't understand, you work it out then. Years ago, Mr. Roberts, who you used to work for the Attorney General's office too, I think, with Deb Love. So I'm here to bring attention again to the HIT contract that Chesterfield County Public Schools, through Wendell Roberts and Stephanie Frick and John Murray, have had on Aaron Little, called Aaron Little procedures. It is not client attorney privileged, it is completely illegal. There are people who are dictating everything about Aaron Little, writing, impugning his integrity, defaming his character. There is a state complaint and appeal, completely unanswered, no compensatory education. I tried to warn him hard in March. Call me, let's remedy this, because I knew your special education IDEA Part B assurances application was due the next month. It includes insurances that you're providing compensatory education. I tried to get him not to sign that, but I'm like, gonna do it anyway. He's signing that you're providing compensatory education. You've never done it for Aaron. So Aaron Little Procedures is a HIT contract against a kid that's being run by Sands Anderson Law that has no business interfering in any of his business. That is supposed to be the job of your people that you pay for special education. It is not for central office to interfere and deprive everything. So I'm going to leave a packet of prima facie evidence. And I don't know what else to say, but I haven't found any integrity anywhere yet.
Thank you, Ms. Little. May we have Mike Carabinos?
So many welcomes and retirements tonight. In my education, I was blessed to have two high school teachers, Mr. DeBoswitz and Miss Brewer, who were teachers who taught me far more than theater and social justice. They were mentors and they were friends. And it's because I had such a blessing in my life that I am beyond grateful that my own children had such a blessing in their own. Next week, Cosby High School theater teacher Robert Ellis retires. Over the last 6 years, he has been an invaluable positive influence on my children's lives. Beyond their curriculum, he has given my daughter confidence and leadership experience to the point that the night that she was hit by a car coming out of the school, the first phone call she wanted to make from the emergency room was to Mr. Ellis to tell him that she couldn't make tech rehearsal the next day. And then my son, following, was brought out of his shell by Mr. Ellis to the point where he went from a shy child to someone who now longs for the spotlight. So I just want to say that Robert Ellis represents the best an educator can be, and I give my thanks. Put that in the record. Listening to the CEA tonight, I just want to remind everybody in the county that people shop schools first, then they look for homes. We compete for talent, not just with other districts, but with the private sector. So we need to support and compensate our talent to keep them, and that's how you take Chesterfield forward. And then the last tiny piece is that screen time is screen time. Phone, Xbox, Chromebook.
We're starting to see more and more data showing that outcomes have come down as we've digitized our education. So my last ask tonight is, can we maybe look at bringing back some paper books? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Karabinos. Madam Chair, that concludes this evening's public comment.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next, we have this evening's superintendent's report from Dr. Murray.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's hard to believe that we are already talking about the end of the school year, but here we are. Learning is a year-round endeavor, and tonight's meaningful moment highlights how students can avoid learning loss over the summer. As the school year comes to a close, we are sharing a few easy ways families can help students stay sharp, stay curious, and keep learning throughout those summer months. Enjoy.
When summer starts, kids have a very specific plan for their brains. Step 1, sleep late. Step 2, play hard. Step 3, forget everything they learned in math. Kids need to relax, but educators talk about something called the summer slide. And it's not the one at your pool. Research shows that students can lose 1 to 2 months of learning over the summer if they're not practicing skills along the way. The good news, preventing summer slide doesn't mean turning your house into a school. The one thing families can do is read together. Kids who read books over the summer are more likely to hold on to their reading progress. A trip to the library can open up a whole world of summer reading fun. You can also take advantage of park and recs programs, camps, nature programs, sports, creative classes. And those everyday moments count too. Play board games that use math and strategy, cook together, create art projects, or take a family adventure to a museum where curiosity is the whole point. A few hours of learning activity each week can help prevent learning loss. So this summer, keep it simple. Read together, explore together, play together, and no sliding other than playgrounds or pools.
Thank you, Dr. Murray. Board members, is there any discussion? Okay, thank you, Kat. That was adorable, and as an English teacher, I can echo summer reading. Let's do it. Next, we have action items. Mr. Meister.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. Vice Chair. Dr. Murray, appreciate the opportunity to come here today. You have in front of you Memo 069-26, adoption of our budget and CIP. I'm pleased to share at this time a budget unaltered from what the school board had approved in February 24th. On April 8th, the Board of Supervisors have adopted the budget and CIP as submitted by this board. Typically at this point in the game, we will have a state budget update that would go along with this, but as you know, the state budget remains in flux and in development down in Richmond. However, we are confident that a budget deal will ultimately be reached with figures for CCPS that will be equal to or greater than what we are showing in our previously approved budget in February, and I'm recommending adoption tonight and coming back to this board with revisions when that state budget is finalized, likely after the turn of the fiscal year, by the time we're able to process those final results from the state. As a reminder, the budget before you includes roughly $48 million in new revenue, including $13 million in lower costs from the VRS rate adjustment we had talked about before. This all drives the new spend in the budget, which includes roughly $37 million for compensation, primarily the 5% raise we've talked about for staff, about $16.5 million for various forms of required increases, ranging from inflation, opening of new schools, and increases in debt service, as well as $7 million for various forms of new student support, including tutoring, attendance specialists, special ed, technology, and mental health staff. All told, including grants and food services, the budget in front of you totals just over $1.1 billion before you today, alongside the capital improvement plan, which is also included as part of this memo. That capital improvement plan totals just over $700 million over the 5-year period, including $117 million to be appropriated in fiscal year 27.
This includes funding for projects that include in-flight buildings, such as the new high school, as well as future projects such as the new Dale Elementary School and Pre-K Center, as well as funding for major maintenance and bus programs. All that said, I kindly ask for your consideration of Memo 06926 and the associated attachments. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Meister. Board members, may I have a motion to approve memo number 069-26 as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Board members, is there any discussion? Okay, there's been a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, please call roll on the motion.
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Pronto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The memo is approved. Next, we have memo number 070-26. Mr. Smith.
Madam Chairman, board members, the first new Chesterfield County High School in 20 years is under construction on Duval Road in Matoka District. And formerly known as the West Area High School, it is situated near Deep Creek Middle School, which opened in August 2025, and Deep Creek Elementary School, which will open in August 2026. Scheduled to open in August 2027, the new high school is part of a community facilities bond plan approved by Chesterfield County voters in 2022. The two-story school will cover more than 340,000 square feet and accommodate 2,400 students. School Board Policy 6160 gives the Chesterfield County School Board the prerogative to name schools. Because there is already a Deep Creek High School in Chesapeake, Virginia, the Chesterfield County School Board is considering these names listed in alphabetical order for the new high school. Stonebrook High School acknowledges nearby waterways while avoiding duplication with nearby schools with creek in their names. West Ridge High School reflects both the western location of the campus and its elevation, and Western View High School recognizes the school's location and scenic views, including the nearby reservoir and woods. Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Board members, may I have a motion to approve memo number 070-26 as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Board members, is there any discussion? Mr. Pronto.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With the motion on the floor, I would ask that this board would consider the motion representing West Ridge as the name of the new high school out in the western part of the county. And before we do vote on that, I do want to go on record thanking the public for their feedback, emails. We had numerous people that wrote into the board. They signed up as speakers. I think maybe they meant to be just the write-in, but either way, we do appreciate them taking the time to reach out and share their opinion with us. Since we had announced the names for consideration, more often than not, West Ridge was the name that came out on top, followed by Stonebrook, and then Western View in third. So with the feedback that I do have from the community, as well as reviewing the names, I would ask this board consider and vote on West Ridge High School. Thank you, Madam Chair.
So I have a point of order. Excuse me, Ms. Chatters.
I mean, it's not really important, Madam Chair,
It's
but
very important.
I would like to go with Western View because I would like Pixar to fund us to not name it Western View after The Incredibles. And I think that we can do a lot of good with that money, but it would only work if we went on record that we're going to go with Western View. Then they'll buy us out of that name, and then we can do some things, maybe some textbooks. I heard that. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, if we're voting, that's where I'm leaning towards things.
So, okay, there's been a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, please call roll on the motion for Western View High School.
Western Ridge.
For West Ridge High School.
Ann Coker.
Aye for West Ridge High School.
Jennifer Darby.
We're voting on the name.
So staff, we had three names out there. Staff read the memo. We, the school board, picked the name. The staff doesn't give us a recommendation for the name, so the memo is for us to pick the name. That's how that works.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Jennifer Darby,
Aye.
Dominique Chatters,
Western View. No, I'm kidding. Aye.
Stephen Pronto,
Aye, Westridge High School.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. Whew, okay. The memo is approved. Next, we have memo number 071-26. Mr. Meister.
Madam Chair, thank you for the opportunity once again. Memo 071-26 is in front of you regarding Falling Creek Middle School fields funding. This is related to the securing funding for the final phase of our Falling Creek Middle School project. This phase includes demolition of the existing structure and installation of the athletic fields on the Falling Creek Middle School site. The cost of this phase is anticipated to be roughly $6.4 million. The board needs to take two actions within this memo to ensure funding. As you recall, we allocated savings from the previous phases from the Falling Creek project to the CTC Hull project. That project came in significantly under budget, and we were able to transfer and move funding back from CTC Hull to the Falling Creek Middle School project to the tune of $1.77 million. In addition, we will need to couple that funding with an additional request of $4.4 million from the Board of Supervisors. This memo via the attached resolution makes that request of the Board of Supervisors, who are anticipated to make those funds available in their May meeting coming up in the next several days. I now turn your attention to memo 07126 for comments, questions on the Falling Creek Middle funding.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Meister. Board members, may I have a motion to approve memo number 071-26 as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Board members, is there any discussion? Ms. Chatters.
I just want to say I am so glad to see that we are coming to the end and the new beginning for Falling Creek Middle School. I know the staff and the students are looking forward to actually hosting their own soccer matches and their own track meets and practicing on their own facilities. So I'm looking forward to what this looks like, and I'm glad that we are getting to the end of that segment and starting a new thing. So thank you so much for making it happen, finding the money, moving things around, all the cost savings from Dr. Wadika's team that is helping to make sure we get this done. I really appreciate all the work that went into it. Thank you.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, please call roll on the motion.
Ann Coker,
Aye.
Jennifer Darby,
Aye.
Dominique Chatters,
Aye.
Stephen Pronto,
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The memo is approved. Next, we have items for board review. Madam Clerk, would you please read the items for this evening?
Madam Chair, tonight's agenda includes the following items for board review. Number 1, magisterial district improvement funds FY 2026. Number 2, budget change request summary across categories, March 2026. Number 3, board committee reports. And number 4, pre-K update, March 2026.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next, we have this evening's superintendent's remarks. Dr. Murray.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a few items to bring to everybody's attention. Foremost, the big week is here. Next week, we will graduate more than 4,000 high school seniors at 10 of our graduations, with, of course, Carver College and Career Academy occurring the week following. But today, we kicked off our commencement opportunities with Project Search, which is where a handful of our students with special needs work at Bon Secours. It's through a work-based learning opportunity where they get to explore jobs and careers and then get hired. So being a part of that year over year is something truly special, and we were
excited to celebrate those students today, and Dr. Darby was able to join us. So what a wonderful kickoff to the commencement season. And then, of course, this Thursday, we have our Recovery High School, or Recovery Academy, excuse me, completion ceremony. So we're thrilled to honor really the courage that each of those young people who will cross that stage have recaptured in their life, claiming a life of free of addiction. So that will be very special, a special way to close out this week. I want to give a couple of shout outs. I know that we recognize our two state champion speech teams, but worth a re-mention for Class 5 in the state, Elsie Bird, and Class 6, James River High School, who we seem to just have a standing reservation at this May meeting each and every year. But also we were able to recognize the Clover Hill High School debate team last week for winning the Class 5 state championship there as well. So that is just the beginning of state championship season. Our spring sports continue on for a few more weeks, and we look forward to celebrating several more teams throughout the summer into the early fall. I know that last board meeting I gave some flowers, if you will, to Dr. Pope's team for their work around generative AI. Our SAGE team was able to present to the senior leadership team and share their thoughts, which is going to continue to help guide our work. Empowering student voice is something that we take very seriously and try to provide opportunities for them to hear or to share with us so that it can more deeply inform our work. However, our generative AI student fair that we held, which is what I was celebrating at last month's meeting at Deep Creek later that week, was celebrated on a national level. Can't recall if it was today or yesterday, but I think maybe today, the consortium meeting. So Chesterfield is not wondering what we're doing in that space. We are wondering how we lead in that space. And that has become kind of our compass forward, leading the way, and we look forward to being a part at the state meetings and those committees that are going on as they are trying to reconcile what that would most appropriately look like in the K-12 experience, and we think that we have a lot to offer, so we look forward to that opportunity. It was a joy last week during Teacher Appreciation Week, not only to recognize all of our teachers, but we had a special guest, the Secretary of Education for the Commonwealth, came and visited Bellwood Elementary School along with Senator Mike Jones and presented a resolution honoring all of their hard work, but more broadly applying that to all of the educators across Chesterfield and the Commonwealth. And hot off the press, and we look forward to celebrating her more genuinely, but I got the message before the board meeting this evening that Chesterfield is now home to the Region 1 Gifted Teacher of the Year out of Manchester Middle School. So congratulations to Amy Zamran. A few other things that I just want to mention. With your approval tonight of the naming of the new high school, thank you for doing that. It will allow us to move forward with the mascot determination. So we look forward to Dr. Baber being able to move forward in that process. We will be doing it with a little more haste than we usually do because it is a high school which will have a turf field, which means the design. So when you think about a grass field, we paint those logos onto those fields. We paint the end zones, and we do our own lining. The name was the first big step. The mascot will be very key for the turf field company being able to design and then begin installation of that pretty big project early this fall. I would be remiss not to share, and I appreciate always our
folks that come out and offer their feedback to us that we truly listen to. But I want to celebrate the work of Kim Huff's team. Our retention rate is up this year. Our recruitment is up. Kim gave a report to Cabinet yesterday that was really celebrating how much better a place we are in with vacancies at this point, year over year in the rear view. As well, I've been getting a lot of texts from other superintendents. It was a topic of conversation this morning at the regional meeting where regarding the bonus of $1,500, a lot of superintendents and school boards are actually going to be declining the share of that from the state because they simply cannot afford it. We are going to be very creative because we see it not only as something that our staff deserves and something that we need to figure out, but it is also, as we think about retention and recruitment, when our neighbors are not going to do it, many, if not most of them, and we are, perhaps another carrot to attract the best and brightest, the certified teachers out to Chesterfield County. What a joy it was to recognize 2 new businesses into our honor roll. They were both present at our recent job fair for seniors where college or military service is not in the cards for them, but they know that they need to have a plan for life after that diploma goes in their hands. So I want to thank again the work of Chad Macklin and Katie Stokes. The house was packed, jobs were being offered, interviews being set up, and it's always a thrill to see kids realizing kind of the roadmap, at least to the infancy of their adulthood. And I believe that I've checked off everything, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Murray. Next, we have announcements, communications, and school board comments. School board members, are there any announcements or comments? Oh, Ms. Chatters.
Yes, I wanted to acknowledge one of Meadowbrook's class of 2026 students, Jalen Hurlbert. He was the recipient of the 2026 VDOE Grainville B. Meade Scholarship. That is, he competed with every region, and he was one of the finalists, and he is a recipient. And so that scholarship is awarded. It's $2,000 every year to attend a public university for the 4 years. He continues to receive it as long as he maintains the GPA requirements. And so just wanted to give him a shout out. He's held a 4.56 GPA. He is in the IB program at Meadowbrook High School and has carried on with his IB program with Spanish 6. He's excited to pursue engineering at a university of his choice. Thank you.
Mr. Pronto.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Dr. Murray, I appreciate you mentioning Bon Secours. We greatly appreciate the partnership from our community, especially those that are taking an interest in our special education students and showing that they do have value, they can contribute to society, and just spotlighting that, I think it's extremely important. For those that may be watching that are not sure what that looks like for them, there's opportunity out there. And one of the things I greatly appreciate about the CCPS is if that opportunity is there, we're working very hard to connect them with the community partners. So I do appreciate that. I thank this board for voting for Westridge, and I'm very excited for Dr. Baber and the community out in the Mosley area and what that's going to mean for the tens of thousands of kids who are going to walk through those halls very, very soon over the years and call that home and their alma mater. We look back fondly from where we came from, and we're establishing yet another high school for our community to be able to do that. So looking forward to all the accomplishments that they'll have and seeing them eventually up here on the dais with the various awards and rewards here in Chesterfield County Public Schools. So I do thank the board for your support in that. And then finally, to our students that are graduating, I just ask you to be careful. A lot of times we see you're out partying and having a good time, and rightfully so. You have worked very hard for that high school diploma. But I just caution you not to do anything that will jeopardize your future. whether it's a car accident or poor judgments, whatever it might be. Please be smart, have fun, but please be smart. And congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Dr. Darby.
I have had the joy over the last couple of weeks of attending 2 events that just highlight the partnerships of our community businesses and the county government with our schools. And one of them was, if you haven't been to Rockwood Park to see the incredible mural that has been painted by some of our own Chesterfield County students, along with Matt Lively. It's just a beautiful mural that highlights what the county and our schools together can do when they value the arts. And there was a great afternoon of celebrating the arts where several high school art teachers and their students were out demonstrating the skills, and I was just so impressed with the students and their ability to describe what they were learning in their art classes. So it's a testament to our teachers and our community and what our county can do together with the schools. And then the other was, Dr. Murray mentioned Project Search, and I'm just so impressed with the partnership with the hospital and the families, and then the many community organizations that come around and wrap around to provide services to our students who need it and provide for them a way to make a living and continue on after high school in a way that they are just proud of. And so it was really, really heartening to see, as you mentioned, the first of many graduations over the next couple of weeks, but really exciting for those 5 students who graduated today.
Ms. Coker.
And I will just say, looking forward to graduations next week. It's an exciting time. It's a busy time. So I know our staff will be excited, but running around to fulfill all these graduations. But I am looking forward to kicking off the week on Monday. Awesome. Congratulations, class of 26.
And I echo that. I know the end of the school year is greeted with a big sigh of relief, but also, it's also bittersweet. And congratulations to the students who have made it. We are so proud of you. And and the teachers and the administrators and the people who are pushing them on and grabbing them with the crowbar and throwing them on the stage. They can do it. So keep on, guys. You have a week. You can do it. Take care. Good night. Thank you. And the school board will hold a work session in the county public meeting room at 4 p.m. Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026, followed by a business meeting at 6:30 p.m. If there's no further business, we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll on the motion?
Ann Coker.
Aye.
Jennifer Darby.
Aye.
Dominique Chatters.
Aye.
Stephen Peranto.
Aye.
Lisa Hudgens.
Aye. The motion carries. The May 12th, 2026 school board business meeting is adjourned.